Alright, I bought this Kolpin Scout box recently for a trip up north, 3-day trip up north. Price was right on this thing. It was $100 at Canadian Tire. Really can't go too wrong there, $100. It's a nice small size. I didn't want anything too big and ugly. It's you know, you get what you pay for. $100. I wasn't expecting too much. I didn't really need too much. I just needed something to you know, carry some gas and some tools and stuff while we were gone on the trail. It is fairly waterproof, like it rained and everything and nothing got wet. But it does get dusty in there, but who cares? Two big concerns with this thing. If you don't mind doing a bit of work to something that you've just bought and paid money for, this is a pretty good box. But if you want something that you can just buy, bolt on, and use, I wouldn't recommend this. Because these bolts that come up through here, they stick up, and I didn't want to cut them off because I want to be able to take this box off when I'm not going on long trips. But these things here, they come with these little rubber caps so they don't wear out on anything. Well, the rubber caps are pretty much wore right off after a couple of days up north. This one here is where I had my gas can, and like, I just didn't have everything sitting on here. I had this thing sitting over top, and I had another tow strap underneath to kind of hold the weight up. But I mean, it ate right through. See the two holes there? It ate right through, and almost destroyed and went right through my gas can. That would have been terrible. Having 10 liters of gas leak out all over the damn place, fill this box up with gas, my hot exhaust and everything right down there. So quick trail side fix. Some sticks here from Algonquin Park. I just laid all these sticks down here and I raised it up as high as I could, and I folded this thing and folded this thing, and that was able to get us through the trip. That was one of my big concerns. The other concerns about this thing is that you know, it's flimsy, and you're driving down the trail and this thing is constantly bang 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 bang. Just drove me nuts. So I ended up putting some ratchet straps. I crisscrossed them across the back to hold that down. So I think what I'm going to do to fix all this is I'm just going to cut a piece of plywood to fit in the bottom, and I'll have these bolted right to the plywood, and so that should hopefully countersink some of these, or most of it anyway, so these aren't going to rub. And then I'll run some screws up from the bottom through the plastic into the plywood, and that should make it a lot more solid so it's not banging around. So yeah, I don't know, $100, you get what you pay for. I knew it wasn't going to be fantastic, but I didn't know it was going to need this much modification. If I would have known that, I bought the thing the day before I left up north, so I didn't really have time to try it out. But so if you guys are looking for a really cheap, sleek box, like, that thing is sleek. It doesn't look too bad at all on the back of the quad. Everybody knows these Can-Ams don't really have much storage, but it's a good box. I'd get her, but do these modifications before you go out and ride too hard, or these will wreck everything, because they almost wore through my my toolkit too, on the bottom of the toolkit. Kind of disappointing, but you know, you get what you pay for. $100, worth $100, I think. Kolpin Scout box, $99 at Canadian Tire. Not a bad little buy. Okay, so I did the modifications to this Kolpin box that I got from Canadian Tire. $100 deal. Wasn't the greatest of deal until I cut the plywood, fit it in the bottom of the box, and put screws up to just give it a good solid base to ride on instead of flopping around like it was. So now it is really good and solid. It doesn't shake and vibrate down the road. I didn't want to cut the U-bolts that hold this on because like they're really hard to get up under there and feed through the holes, so the longer they are the better. So I just tried to countersink them as best I could in here, and I ran a strip of foam down, and seems to work really good. I like the box now. There's the bungee cords I used to have strapped over top of it to keep it from slamming and banging going down the road, but it's all good now. $100 well spent with a 20-minute modification. Very, very happy now. It's a great looking box. It's sleek. It holds a half decent amount of stuff. I usually keep this tool kit in there, and a small cooler, and I can ride all day with what I can store in there. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but you can fit a gas can in the trunk too. Keep your gloves in there and a gas tank, and yeah, she gets a little warm, but you just make sure that the can has enough room for expansion, and I've never had any problems with it. So there you go. There's the Kolpin box. 99 bucks a Canadian Tire. Go get one.